Well guys, here we are. Today's guide is on Minato, and it's been highly requested. A lot of people have been anticipating the remake of this guide ever since the patch. And to be honest, not much has changed, but I actually found some new stuff since dabbling into this character again. And that's crazy because I thought I found everything last time, but it turns out that I've actually found more this time. Anyways, Minato is literally the jack of all trades. From speed to great rushdown to great pressure to mix-ups, he has literally everything that you could ever want in a character. It's the reason why he's widely the most popular character in the game. I would say he's the most popular. Well, I would say he's definitely top 3 most popular characters to use in the game because he's just so free in a sense. He lets you do what you want. He lets you move how you want. And ultimately, he just keeps up the tactical aggression that the Yellow Flash should do. The Yellow Flash has done in the anime. Not to get too off topic, but remember in the anime that a flee on sight order was put out that if you saw Minato, you had to flee. That's crazy, and it's really amazing to see that CC2 did this character justice. Not to the point where he's just too good, but he definitely does bite the rim a little bit. Anyways, let's get into Minato Namikaze's guide. So I won't do this for all characters, but for Minato specifically, I have a general movement section. Minato is a character with some of, if not the best movement in the game. His dash has just enough range but little recovery to where it becomes a viable option to get away from your opponent. It is so easy to outmaneuver an opponent once you understand the flow of movement. I will be uploading a video that goes over movement more in depth, but for now understand jumping is to bait the dash from an opponent, and the movement left, right, or diagonally is how you dodge the dash or pressure. Moving on to his combos on block. On block, Minato's up combo puts the guard on yellow, and with a dash even further on yellow. His neutral combo puts the guard on blue, and with a dash on yellow as well. His down combo puts the guard on blue, and with a dash on yellow. However, most may recall that this combo did more damage pre-patch. CC2 sadly nerfed it, so it's now much more optimal to go for the up combo. Or at least that is what I would have said if Minato didn't have a block string like many other characters in the game. This is simply good because it forces your opponent to sub or risk having their guard broken and being punished hard. First, before we even get into his directional combos, he can hollow step his 5th hit for an infant. Another character's combos by simply dashing forward and switching. His jutsu. Both of his ultimate jutsus. Team ultimate. And lastly, his air combo. If you have no idea how to hollow step, there will be a link in the description linking you to a video I made a while back that shows you how to do this technique. On hit, Minato's up combo on completion offers a pop-up that the opponent cannot rebound off of until almost touching the ground. You can infinite off it should the opponent miss the rebound off the ground window, or air combo, as air combo is much more guaranteed. Minato's neutral combo at the 6th to 7th hit provides enough stun and cancel for everything set regardless of previous infinite I showed off in the guide. Outside of that, the completion of it causes a strike back. His down combo simply provides a knockback on hit that you can capitalize on with a bomb, tag, and sacks. You can even go for a sack setup off of it. And at the 8th hit of Minato's down combo, you can actually cancel out of it into a pill and take advantage of this stun and start another combo. Air combo is a standard air combo and provides no other benefit on hit. Moving on to some of Minato's other tools. His grab has good range, and this is something that I found out recently upon testing with him. And if timed properly, you can switch right before it hits to utilize the grab of whoever you chose to switch into. Post-grab, Minato isn't that strong. He does have a lot of range and start off of it. Not only does switching make it safer, but should you switch into someone that has a better grab, it makes the reward for taking this risk much, much better. And lastly, you can go for a sack setup off of completing his grab in general. His tilt makes him throw a long-ranging projectile that stuns initially, and should you press the combo button, you can then teleport and convert it into a combo. Again, using this with switch makes it even better, especially since it beats out dashes as well. This neat option select allows you to cover your opponent's dashes, as on hit you can switch and dash off the hit to confirm, or block should the opponent dodge it and dash after you. Lastly, his tilt hits off the ground, and upon hit does a good amount of damage and causes a good amount of chakra to drop out of the opponent. You can even use the teleport to just get closer to your opponent and continue pressure. It's important to know that you must have this much distance to hit the tilt, and you must account for startup on a tilt as well to hit it. His projectiles, or standard projectiles, are just fast, and his chakra projectiles have undergone many nerfs in the recent patches, but they are still fantastic. At this point in time, they have simply become easier to dodge due to the nerf, but don't be fooled as their utility is still there. Regarding his jutsu, his regular jutsu is Rasengan. First, it can be canceled at any point without even hitting the opponent. On block, it puts the guard on yellow, and since you can cancel it into a hit, you can then use this to initiate your block string. On hit, it causes a strike back. Also, the start of his Rasengan was nerfed, but you can still use it to read dashes and pressure from opponents, but you'll just have to be more precise with your spacing and be more aware and more on point with your reads, as you may get interrupted if not spaced correctly or poor judgment is used. His charge jutsu is time-space Rasengan Barrage. It can also be canceled at any point as well, and does much more damage on guard, leaving the guard on red, and on hit causes a strike back as well. Minato has two ultimates he can select from. His first ultimate has great range and invincibility on startup. His second ultimate has short range and no invincibility on startup. I would advise you to keep the long range ultimate as it's much more versatile. For example, let's say you break your opponent's guard from a distance. The stun doesn't last long and you're quite the distance away. Having this ultimate would allow you to capitalize. Minato's Awakening gives him the best mobility in the game, awakening actions, a teleport in place of a dash, and inherent boosts that make him a fearsome character in Awakening. If mastered properly, you can deal great damage, but not enough to necessarily end games or even come back the way you would with other Awakenings. Even so, I would still give it a comeback factor of 8 out of 10. It's definitely a very manageable Awakening to get the W if you need to. On block, it's a little different with the addition of his teleport. On block, Minato can teleport behind the opponent. This is a fierce mix-up as you can combo, teleport, bait, out the counter, and if they do a counter, you can just teleport again and capitalize. Teleporting again just covers the fact that if they try to hit, they'll actually miss you and you'll be behind them to capitalize on them trying to punish you for teleporting behind. Yeah, there's layers to this mix-up, so you definitely want to apply it in that form to account for everything they could possibly do in this scenario. On hit, it is all the same with the exception of teleport making his infinites easier to pull off and providing Minato's grab as an option to combo into as well, and making the up combo bounce much easier to combo off of and giving Minato more options off of it. For example, thanks to the teleport, he can now combo into his tilt, awakening actions, jutsu, charge jutsu, and grab. He keeps his standard air combo, but since his awakening actions can be used in air, he now gains better damage output off of it. You can cancel the second string of his air combo into his awakening actions for more damage and opportunity, which I will dabble into later when I cover the awakening actions. He keeps his standard grab. And although Minato keeps his standard grab, if you've already seen my video that I uploaded last week, you'll know that he can also do this as soon as he does his grab. Right before, you can cancel into another, or you can switch into another character, and if that character has a guard crush, it will cause this glitch where your opponent cannot do anything. And what's even crazier is that this can be set up off of a combo. So that makes it even more crazier, because if they eliminate all of your subs and they get a hold of you and they have the health lead and they initiate this, it's over. So yeah, learn this so your Minato will just be that much more scarier. He keeps his standard tilt and you cannot teleport out of it initially. He keeps the same projectiles, but something to point out is that after throwing projectiles, should you throw them low enough with space, it is possible to teleport behind them after just having them block your projectiles. It isn't a guaranteed hit, but simply a great way to get in and pressure your opponent. Minato keeps his standard jutsu and charge jutsu. Something I like to do is, if I hit my opponent's guard with the standard jutsu, I'll simply cancel it, teleport behind them, get my guaranteed hit, condition them to respect that hit, and then start jutsuing, predicting the counter and things of that nature. It's a really nice mix-up that Minato gains from being an awakening and utilizing his teleport. It does cost a lot of chakra to perform, but it can be worth it if applied correctly. Now onto his awakening actions. Minato gains 2 copies of Flying Raijin level 2. Unblock the damage is mad, but the real gem is the way you can manipulate the awakening action and what it gives him on hit. He can cancel into his awakening actions off of his tilt, combos, projectile, and air combo, as I said previously. First and foremost, before we get into the pop-up of the awakening actions on hit, you can actually cancel it right here before he pops them up to just do a grounded combo. On hit, as he touches the ground, you can teleport right here and you're given more than enough time to attack. You can cancel into a Rasengan, time space Rasengan barrage, combo if timed properly, and even combo into another awakening action. When using his awakening actions, you want to retreat with it or fade back like I'm doing now. There's also a mix-up where you throw the kunai in a fade back motion. If the opponent subs, they cannot punish you, and if they do not sub, they simply get hit. It's also worth noting that they can block after the kunai as well, but it is possible to combo into his awakening actions off his initial kunai throw, but only in this fashion. Unfortunately, doing so leaves you close enough for a punish. What I just showed you guys was what I call the Minato 50-50. It's actually a very effective way at getting rid of your opponent's subs. Furthermore, something I didn't note on earlier is that after completing your awakening action, you can go for your tilt into an air combo, grab, and of course your standard air combo. And just in case you guys are wondering, the awakening actions that he throws do still count as projectiles, meaning that you cannot hit another awakened opponent with them since they'll have projectile immunity. There you guys have it. There's Minato. If you guys have been playing for a while, you've more than likely ran into a few Minatos and you know how frustrating it can be. He's an incredibly good character, and to bat, most people aren't even doing everything that I put in my guide. They aren't even fully optimizing Minato, so that's a scary afterthought as well. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the guide. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Share it so other people can see how to play Minato. And of course, subscribe, as it's the best way to stay tuned on all of my content that I'll be bringing out. Thank you guys for watching. This is Mysterious Man Toby signing off.